2D animated movies have stood out for having many songs, but this hasn't happened as much with 3D animated films. However, there are some 3D animated movies that have had iconic songs, and in this list, we will mention the 10 movies that have had the best songs. Number 10, Happy Feet. This penguin movie had a lot of energy because, in addition to having excellent songs, it also had many dances and was very fun from beginning to end. The main character was the only one who couldn't sing, but he danced impressively. This movie had spectacular voices, and that was one of its best qualities. Happy Feet knew how to integrate its story with all the songs, as music was essentially the central point of the entire story. Number 9, Frozen 2. Despite being an excellent movie, it ranks lower on the list because the other movies are more spectacular. However, this doesn't mean Frozen 2 had bad songs. The truth is that Frozen 2 has iconic songs that are still sung today, and I bet many of you know the lyrics well. My only criticism is that the songs weren't as well integrated into the story, and perhaps we feel this way because the first movie had a higher level. Number 8, Moana. This movie reminds us of the classic 2D animated films because the songs are fun and create a very entertaining animation. The songs in this movie are also very exciting, and the voices they used are spectacular. Although Moana doesn't have many iconic songs, the few it does have are excellent, and that's why it deserves this spot. Another thing worth mentioning is that actor Dwayne Johnson is not a singer, yet one of the best songs in the movie is sung by him. This is what makes a song incredible. It connects with the audience, regardless of whether the singer has an amazing voice. Number 7, Encanto. Please, let's keep quiet because in this channel, we don't talk about Bruno. One of the most impactful songs in the world of cinema was the one about Bruno, and even though this movie has many excellent songs, that one had the biggest impact. This movie also managed to create very different songs and gave us unusual rhythms, as we've grown accustomed to the same type of music in animated films. Another excellent aspect is that the songs featured a lot of Latin rhythms, which probably helped the movie stand out in terms of its music. Number 6, Trolls 2. We can't talk about musical movies without mentioning Trolls, and this sequel was excellent. All the fans of this movie know the songs well, and the best thing about them is their rhythms, which make you want to dance. The big advantage of the Trolls movies is that their songs are performed by famous singers, and that's why many of these songs became so popular. Despite this, it's important to know how to make a song iconic, and Trolls 2 succeeded in doing this. Number 5, Sing 2. This movie was made for its fans to love music, and although it might not be on the same level as the first movie, this sequel has been one of the best movies dedicated to music. What I love about Sing is that the music doesn't feel forced, they always know how to complement the story with the songs, and the producers know how to pick the right songs. The story of this movie was spectacular, but I have to say that the songs took it to another level, and that's why it's become one of the best 3D animated films. Number 4, Frozen. We can't talk about movies with the best songs without mentioning Frozen, as its music has impacted people of all ages. It's probably one of the few movies where almost all the songs became iconic, and all the fans know them. Normally, in movies with lots of songs, there are always a few that aren't as good and are quickly forgotten, but that's not the case with Frozen. After finishing this video, do you want to build a snowman? Number 3, Trolls. This is the movie that broke all records and seemed to be made to have us dancing in the theater from the start. No matter how many years go by, the songs from this movie never get old. You can listen to them 20 years after the release, and they'll still feel new. What I love most about Trolls is that the songs get you moving, make you happy, and make you want to dance all day. As I mentioned earlier, one of the big positives of the Trolls movies is that their songs are performed by famous singers, and obviously, this helps make the songs easier to remember. Number 2, Coco. If you're a music fan, then you have to see this movie because, in my opinion, it's one of the best movies ever made. This film took Mexican music to the next level and was able to portray the culture in all its songs. The story, the lyrics, the music, it all touches your heart, and if you're one of those people who didn't cry watching this movie, let me tell you, you've got a heart of stone. Even though this movie didn't have as many songs as others, the truth is that all the songs it has are impactful and emotional in some way. The roller coaster of emotions is like an amusement park. Sometimes you're happy, sometimes you want to dance, and sometimes you want to cry. If you speak Spanish, I recommend watching this movie in that language because the songs are much better in Spanish. And if you're Latino, you might feel like you already know some of these songs. Number 1, Sing. All the movies we've mentioned in this list are spectacular, but Sing is the movie made for music, made to inspire, and made to uplift the soul. If you're someone who wants to be a singer, then you must watch this movie because it shows us true inspiration and makes us feel like we're all singers. What I love most about this movie is that it has classic songs that feel like new songs. Some of these songs I didn't even know, and I got to enjoy all this classic music that I had never heard before. The world of music is something incredible, and Sing shows us this artistic universe in a brilliant way. In this movie, it's not about the voices, the lyrics, or the rhythm. It's about the connection that each song creates with the audience, and anyone who watches this movie will feel it. These songs touch your soul so deeply that you'll never forget them. In fact, as I'm writing this video, I feel like I'm listening to my favorite song from the movie, and I'm filled with emotion because it's one of those songs that touches your heart. Leave a comment with your favorite songs from any of these movies, like this video, and subscribe to the Wizard Multiverse.